All right. Yeah, ẹ káàsán ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ àgbáyé. In Nigeria, good afternoon all over the world, whether you are in the morning, whether you're in the afternoon, whether you're in the night. Ademolaadebanjo is my name. I'm talking to you from Nigeria. This is my very first live broadcast. Yes. The time is 4:03 p.m. in the afternoon. We are gradually transiting into the evening. In Nigeria, it's been a bit cloudy. It was a bit sunny today, and it's becoming cloudy in the last 1 or 2 months. It's been very, very cold. Usually in the night between even as low as 14 degrees centigrade. And in the afternoon, usually 20, 22 degrees centigrade. It's been very cold in Nigeria in the last 1 or 2 months. And it's been, from reports, it's been very, very hot in China. China is supposed to be a cold region. It's been very hot. And from what we are hearing, it's as low, high as 42 degrees centigrade. That is very hot. Because I know in Nigeria, during the peak of the dry season, we usually have it's that hot. So I can understand what is going on in China right now. So I once again want to welcome all of you to my very first live broadcast after several attempts and several failures. I had another trial last week and it failed, probably because I wasn't so conversant with using this Google and Hangout. But I'm here. Yes. Yeah. The live broadcast to the TBC community, the Billion Coin community, is a to bring enlightenment and education to old and new members of the TBC community, and also members of the public, to help to educate and enlighten about the vision and the mission of and the community that is being built around it. And this endeavor for about a year now, yeah. And it is also good to note that to participate does not your skill. I recall that several years back, for you to do a broadcast, you must be a professional in one media house or the other. Only professionals, qualified professionals can do broadcast, live broadcast. Not even recorded, live broadcast. But today, with technology, it is open to anybody. Once you have a smartphone and you can and you have courage, all that is required for you to be courageous and just go live. And TBC is also providing us the opportunity to do that. So for those of us who are not professional broadcasters, it's an opportunity to be involved in this, to experience it, and also have a feel of how it is to talk to thousands of people. It's um, it's the opportunity provided by TBC is immense. So, so I will encourage everybody to also start off. Our target is 1 million broadcasters, and today I have also added to the number. And I will encourage everybody to also, at one point, start to do broadcast. As you can see, I'm not so nervous. I'm already getting a feel of it, how it is. Although I think from what I can see, there are no viewer yet. With time, I will get to know how to use some of these tools, and I'm sure I will move around these tools today. Okay. And I say premiere. My first as the dawn of Brexit. The dawn of Brexit. What does it mean? I'm sure we learned what it's beginning, the starting of something, the upcoming. So, what is Brexit? I'm sure you are Brexit. Brexit is the exit of United Kingdom, UK, from the EU. It is coined from the word Britain exit, Brexit. So Brexit is coined from the word virtual exit, Brexit. Virtual, that is what TBC is about. TBC is about a virtual exit from the current system of the world. The opportunity to the opportunity to start a new system for the world. As we all know, an important is a very, very important and central in our lives. Now, let me give you a in the last few, the international banking cartel have hijacked power from the monarchs, and they have become very, very powerful, and they have been able to systematically control the whole world. Have gained control through the control of the centralized issuance of money. And so they have become so powerful that they control the government, they own the media, they even control the religion and the military and so on. But used their power in the last centuries, as is clear, as it's quite evident. They have not used their power and their control to promote humanity. Rather, enslave the world. They have used it to enslave. For a very long time now, they have designed the system that benefits only a few and enslaved the majority. And that's and very many people who have come to realize this. Very many people have been fighting for a very long time. And many of them sadly have become victims. They have become victims of that struggle. They have been kidnapped, many have been killed, they have been ostracized, so many things have happened to them. And some of them fear for their life, have decided to go underground. So, because money is central to our lives, and become quiet. And so, the possibility of escaping into seclusion, push to come and to start living um, a solitary life is today is almost impossible, and it's even unadvisable. So the only possibility to escape without being hurt, without being hurt, without risking one's life, escape virtually. So it's not possible to exit physically, but to exit virtually. And that is where DBC comes in. I can tell you that information technology for the Almighty. The infrastructure of a new time, let me tell you, is gradually being laid. It has become a medium for the struggle to through information technology. It is now possible. It is now possible to exit without raising arms, uh, without violence, without recourse to violence, without recourse to armed struggle, without protest. And so it has become a rallying point for those people who have been struggling for a long time and have become quiet. So yes, and internet has become a tool, a rallying point. All those who are involved in the struggle and those who also want to join and who are afraid to also be part of that struggle to free humanity from the clutches of the banking cartel. So, TBC is pioneering and we are at the dawn of it. You see, I am a subscriber of an international magazine which deals with the of man and his inner. This magazine, although presently it is out of circulation in Nigeria, but I think it's still available online. Yeah, I think so. Although presently it's out of circulation. The um, the values this publication is immense. The insights about issues of life in the articles of this magazine is deep. Deep. Clarity to all issues in a way that is objective, factual of any religious or any form of esoteric. So it is worth reading. Let me tell you. In the 2008 edition of the magazine, among various issues discussed, the issue was money was taken in series 2008. Okay, I think there's one person online. Okay, all right. Okay, now, yes, I was talking about an international magazine. Yes, um, the magazine, yes, the 2008 edition of the magazine. Yes, the among the discussion. So mention was made about the primary functions of money to the historical development and how money also details how money has become a tool of operation. So yeah, and how money has become a system of control. And in the magazine, solutions were given were from the spiritual point of view, and in the solution, very astonishing, highly surprised was made. It was suggested that it will help. It was suggested in the magazine that it will help if the world an organic and a decentralized way of distributing money. The magazine suggested that find out a way to organically, decentralized way to distribute money. This magazine was this edition was in 2008. And coincidentally, if I can say that, in 2009, Bitcoin was released. In 2009, the technology that decentralizes the distribution of information and data and the decentralized issuance and distribution of money was released in 2009. That's this cryptocurrency. And the first one, as you all know, is Bitcoins. Bitcoins was released, I think, in 2009 as the first cryptocurrency. And there are cryptocurrencies have came into existence, including TBC. So TBC is just 2 years old, as we all know. So TBC also came into existence as a cryptocurrency. But TBC has evolved. It's no cryptocurrency. TBC is crypto money. TBC is crypto money. There's a difference between money and currency. Yeah, there's a difference. Money, well, they are both a medium of exchange. So that explains what cryptocurrency is supposed to be. Cryptocurrency is just a virtual form of currency, a virtual form of money. So it is just a virtual medium of exchange of goods and services. That is what cryptocurrency primarily is. Any other purpose that people put it to is secondary. The main purpose of cryptocurrency is to be a medium of exchange. Now, the difference between money and currency is simple. Money is anchored physically. Cryptocurrency is not. Cryptocurrency is printed. Oh, sorry, currency is printed from nothing. Most currencies. Some currencies are anchored on something physical, and so they can also be described as money. But money is stable. It has a physical measurement, something physical, something finite, which can be used. So, because it is anchored physically, it is stable. And so, because it is a container of value, a container of value. But we need to understand what that value is, the value that it contains. You can see, because money, whether it's gold, whether it's paper, whether it's silver, whether among my tribe called Uweyo, is a store of value. That value that it stores is our inner value, the inner value of the human being. I'm sure you all know that the most important resources in the world is the human being, the human resource. Every other resources derives its value. You can see the way I'm dressed. You can see I'm wearing a cap. This is a Yoruba cap. This cap is very valuable to my tribe, the Yoruba people. If an Englishman sees this, or an American, has no value. If he buys it, probably possibly because he has seen a Yoruba man wearing it and he likes it, then it has value in his eyes. So the value, our real value, is in the human being. If you give a child gold, the child will just be playing with it because it's shiny. It doesn't know value. It comes of age and see the value. So the value is in the human being, just as they say, the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Value is in the eyes of the human being. And the value is from inside of us. It's inner. So what money is supposed to contain is those inner values. And what are those values? Your talents, your creativity, your ideas, your energy, your toil, your so on. Those are the values that money is supposed to contain. Money is supposed to be like a bridge, so that your value, the value you have inside you, as it contains it at the bridge, it can now, your value can now attract other values, the values you need for your life. So, so, so that is also something that is anchored. It's natural. If you give, you receive. When you give, you receive. It's your value, and what you are receiving is another value. So, if you are, the more valuable you are to other human beings, the more money you can attract. That is how it's supposed to be. But because of the system we have with this planet, the the powers that be right now. So that is it. But currency drains value. Money contains value. That's another difference. Money contains value. currency value. And so for currency that is printed from nothing to contain value, you have to acquire more and more and more and more of it because it continues to depreciate. It continues to lose its purchasing more to contain your value. And it has distracted a lot of people. So because it does not contain value, it is difficult for people to, because they want to express their value, they need to work to get more of it to contain their value, and it becomes a problem. And so many people, whatever they like to make money, in order to make a living and also attract other value. So that really is the basic difference between money and God. So TBC is money because two reasons. It is measured by gold. It is measured by gold now. And its value from the human being. That is something that has never happened before. There is no currency in this world that draws its value from the human being. And when you think about it, the human being is the most important resources in the world. So the most valuable thing that you can use to measure any other thing should be the human being. So it is one of the greatest achievements of TBC in my mind that the value of the currency human being. So anybody that joins the community adds his own value to the currency. So the more people that come that joins the community, the more valuable the currency becomes. And it's natural. And in business, that's how it is. You go to a business that all your customers are not more than 100 people, and you also have a business where you have 1 million people as your customers, you are likely going to go into that other business where you have a lot of people because money is people. It's the human being. It's not the paper, it's the human being. So when you now have a currency that is tied to human beings, that for me is the greatest invention of this century. So that is what gives TBC its value, whether it's virtual or not, measure it with gold. That is the most important value that TBC can have. So the the monetary system of the world is debt based. So many of you know it has hundreds of years, not able to support humanity. It has proved not to be able to help the majority on this planet. It has only enriched the majority and enriching a few. It has not evolved to express justice, created injustice in the world, has resulted in so much criminality. And let me take with all sense of responsibility and out of my inner conviction. Any human structure or any human endeavor that does not express love and justice as for a long has not been received of the forces of life. Kind of endeavor is moving eventually in the direction of collapse. I am sure of it. So the current monetary system is moving in that direction. And there are so many people saying that, there are so many people, especially through alternative media, not the mainstream media. No, those ones are owned by the powers that be, the cartel. So they have to dance to their team. But so many alternative media are coming up with information about and indications of the imminent collapse. And I can also tell you, by the time reaches its full value, all is crashed. Even if other things don't crash it, TBC is going to crash, collapse all of them. I am sure of it. By the time we reach our maximum 1 billion, forget it. It will collapse. So you can see that technology and cryptocurrency is providing an opportunity for the collapse, but at the same also providing an opportunity to reduce the that can result from that collapse. So that is where our task comes in, to as many people as possible. And this is one of the values of this broadcast, to create and everybody to know about it, about this imminent collapse. And let us find a way to bring more people in the community. So cryptocurrency provides an opportunity to build up anew right this time. It is a rare of chance to create a new monetary system that can support all. And with time, having used it to express love and justice. But unfortunately, cryptocurrencies existing in the world are no, they are all the currencies in the so-called have become what Mr. Dan Lutz used to call a casino. And I agree with him. I agree completely with Mr. Lutz. The public, the market is a casino where people, casino is a place where you gamble, play. And that's the only thing you can do in the coin market, just like the stock market. And it's it saddens me that the revolutionary currencies is not inspiring people to also come up with their own ideas. After creating the cryptocurrency market, everything done there is a reflection of what is done in the stock market. So instead of hearing IPO, initial public offering, as we hear in stock market, you are hearing altcoin market, intercoin offering. So just a copycat of what is happening, and that is not of the attitude in the cryptocurrency world. We are supposed to be innovators, people with ideas, you know, all sort of, So it baffles me that is we are doing, and you populated with the same mindset as you find in the stock market. Get rich quick mentality, making brisk business. Reality cannot be held in that situation. It's a distracted position they are in. Um, all the coin markets, they are all distracted. So somebody's calling me. Let me see. So we I'm in a meeting. So is the only coin that is the core reason creating cryptocurrency. There are some coming up, but focused as TBC. So TBC is money. So TBC is a revolution. So our mission in TBC is to alternative currency, an alternative, and with time build a new monetary system as the number of members continue to grow. Targeted at 1 billion people. That's our mandate to reach 1 billion. The philosophy of TBC is based on an economy to provide abundance for all. And I will talk about that. I want quickly um, the mission of TBC. I can share my screen. I think this is yeah. Yeah. Okay. I want to go to the blog. Blog. Right. I want to um, look at something here before I call it quits. Wow. And it's fast to some other people's time. Um, okay. The internet is very poor. Okay. I think I will continue. Okay, we're almost there. Right for statement of TBC. All right. It's coming up by itself. I I go over it again and again. That once we look at it, I will. That's it. Yeah. Okay. That's TBC mission statement. Now, is one another with love and use the billion coin to lift humanity out of hunger, poverty, and misery of ignorance fall from each that we touch, and may they each embrace a life full of abundance and prosperity as they accept our offer of free membership within the Billion Coin community. That within it, they can enjoy all the benefits of using a completely decentralized cryptocurrency that truly respects the financial privacy of each that use it. It's within our power to bring in merchants of all kinds from every corner of the earth to accept TBC for payment for their goods and services. May the billion coin reach its full potential when the community grows to a billion verified members, locking the ultimate price of TBC to 1 billion euros per coin. Our mission is great. Our mission is good. May each of us do our part to fulfill it. Every time I read this article, it's touching. And I want to emphasize one or two things there. And look at it from the beginning. Again. To serve one another with love and respect. Love and respect. Very, very deep. That we must have. And use the billion coin to lift humanity, poverty, and misery. And it follows with the prayer. May the scales of ignorance fall from each that we touch. So our mission help people to remove from their eyes the scales of ignorance. The scales of, that's a prayer. That means our purpose is to educate our members, to understand to understand what we are into, to understand what we are fighting against, and to be part of it with conviction. Very, very important. So TBC educates. So for me, I have gained immensely from the TBC blog. It contains immense value out of proportion. I have valued the information that I gain from TBC, even points that I have received from TBC. The information is of immense value, I must tell you. So the only way you can, so TBC has realized that abundance and prosperity to eradicate poverty is pocket. Poverty is not in the pocket, it's in the mind. So it's starting with ignorance. Remove ignorance. That's why this is power. Knowledge is wealth. Once you are out of ignorance, you dance. And that is one of the things that draw me to TBC. I have been a person with my background in business. I haven't attended many business academy. Key things you are taught. One of the key mindset you are supposed to have is abundance mindset. So when I came across abundance in TBC, I knew that this is. So another thing is that within it, enjoy all the benefits of using a completely decentralized cryptocurrency, respects the financial privacy of each that uses it. Look at that. Financial privacy. That is the beauty of decentralization. That is the beauty of cryptocurrency. Is his own bank. You are a private, even anonymous individual in, in cryptocurrency. Financial privacy is very, very important. That cryptocurrency brings a completely private, makes you an individual. That it is you, idea of it. That is very, very powerful. Talk about merchants. So you can see, merchants are key because you cannot create an economy where there is no voluntary interaction, voluntary exchange of values. And that is what we are trying to create. And it ends with a prayer after saying that our mission is good. The prayer is, may each do our part to fulfill it. Say amen to that. Yes. That. So, where was I? Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. I think someone still with us. Okay. So, that is what mission statement is very important. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. This is 4:50, almost 1 hour. I will end it here. I will continue in the next podcast, which will be a part 2 of virtual exits, because there's a lot that I still want to talk about here. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you all once again, and see you all very soon. Thank you all for listening. Bye.